we established, I love food. And a few years ago, Kyle and I decided to try out Blue Apron. And now we get a Blue Apron, HelloFresh, and Home Chef. We rotate them, but the options, man, there's so much glorious food out there. And of course, that's only supplemental, right? But through that, what I really like about it is that it's kind of like a cooking lesson as well. They have apps where they show you, with the videos that show you like how to do the slicing for this and how to do that. And so over that, I've learned, decently well how to cook. But that wasn't always the case. So going back to my sophomore year of high school, my grandma was a stay-at-home mom. And so, what?
Grandma.
Well, she was like my mom, but she was also my grandma.
Who's correcting your story?
And so she always did the cooking at the house, and there were times where she tried to teach me, but we didn't always get along, so basically it would end with me going, well, if this is how I have to learn to cook, I'm never going to learn to cook, I'll never eat again, and storming out of the room. Because, that's how things went. So, one time, my grandmother isn't home. I'm like, where are you? So I call her up, and I'm like, hey, I have to go see this movie so I can write about it for paper. Where are you? I'm hungry. She's like, well, I'm out at the store, so you'll just have to figure out something else to eat. And I'm like, but it's lunchtime, and I'm hungry. Where's the food? She's like, no, you'll just eat an apple or something. And I'm like, no, but I want some food. An apple's not food. It's not hot. Give me something hot. And so she's like, no, you're just gonna have to put something together. I think there's some leftover taco meat. Just throw yourself a taco and there'll be food when you get home. And I said, okay, well, that's fine. So I get out the taco meat and I heat it up and I'm like, oh, there's this taco shell. They're taco shells, and I'm like, oh, well, I'm gonna be really cool with this. I'm not just gonna heat up the meat, I'm gonna heat up the taco shells. So I go over to the toaster oven and put them in. And I'm like, okay, taco shells heating, I got the meat heating, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go and call my friend, make sure we're set to go to this movie so we can write our papers. And, she and I start talking on the phone, and, we're just gabbing, talking to each other. And finally I'm like, hey, what's that smell? And so I go back into the kitchen, and shit you not, there are flames shooting out of the toaster oven, and I'm on the phone with my friend, and I'm like, hey, holy fuck, there's flame shooting out of my toaster oven. I didn't know taco shells could burn. What's going on? Oh my God. And so I just start freaking out. I throw the phone in the sink, I get under the sink, grab our fire extinguisher, and spray it all over the toaster oven, all over the kitchen. It gets on the ceiling, it gets on the wall, covers the entire kitchen. And then I pick up the phone, and I'm like, because my friend's like, what's going on? And you can hear her screaming because she heard the chaos. I'm like, oh my God, my kitchen almost caught on fire. Okay, you ready to go to that movie? So I unplug the toaster oven and leave. Just like, okay, I gotta go by. And so then when I get home, my grandmother's sitting in the kitchen, and she's like, hey, do you want to tell us, did something happen here? And I go, I have no idea what you're talking about. And then I went into my room and shut the door and went to bed, essentially. So that's, I swear though, if you come over now, I know the taco shells burn, and if I'm making you dinner, there won't be flames. And if there are, we'll just go to a movie and pretend it never happened. All right.